Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. Welcome to Claude and the Bansters. Hope you're all well. Thank you, everyone, for joining in the chat. I just want to give everybody a quick update. Claude had a little turn live on air earlier on. And thank you to everyone that has messaged and all the love that you've sent, asking if Claude's okay. He's at home at the moment. He's resting up. With me and Diesel have advised him to go to doctors and just have a checkup and see if he's all right. So at the moment he's at home. He's resting up, like I said. He's sending all his love. He's saying thank you to everyone that's concerned about him and sending messages and trying to get through to him. But he's resting up. Obviously, he's going to take the next couple of days just resting up. And then hopefully he'll be back with us. But like I said, he just wants me to let you know that he's feeling better. And obviously, he just needs a bit of time off. That's all it is. Hopefully, couple of days, and he'll be back on form again. So just want to let you know, as I said, that he's fine. So let's just give him a bit of time. Yeah. Moving on, like I said, thanks for everyone watching. Let's get straight down to the transfer talk and the transfer business. The breaking news today is that Ainsley.maitland Niles is talking to Wolves. For talking to Wolves and apparently in talks for a 4-year deal. Let me know your thoughts on this, and I'll get some of the comments up in a minute. What they're saying is that Ainsley and Wolves are in advanced talks with Arsenal over a 4-year deal. Wolves manager Nuno Espirito Santos is keen to strengthen both his central midfield and fullback options, and the versatile 22-year-old fits the bill on both counts. My opinion on it, look, if he goes, I would be absolutely gutted because I think that Maitland Niles, if he gets his head down, which he has done under Arteta, I think he can cement that right back position. I think it's a great position for him. He's got pace. Obviously, he needs to learn a little bit more defending, but he can get up and down that wing. He's never, let's be honest, he's never, ever going to be able to get in our midfield. That is not where we see him, or Arteta sees him, or any managers that have had Maitland Niles under him, see him as playing in midfield. So if that's the reason why he wants to go, and he wants to go to another team because he feels much more comfortable playing in midfield and playing in that midfield area, then look, who can begrudge a player for doing that? My other opinion is why, let's be honest, why would he go to Wolves when he's got a fantastic opportunity at Arsenal? Right, we're going to be pushing for Champions League next year, hopefully, with the players that we're linked to. For me, I see this as a backwards move. No disrespect to Wolves. Wolves are a great side, great club, great manager, great team at the minute. But are they really going to get any further with the money that they've got? How long are they going to keep the manager for Wolves and that squad? That's my only worry, and I think it could be a backwards move for Maitland Niles, to be honest. I'm just going to bring up the super chat quickly. Gio, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. He said, Terry, he should come to Milan. That price tag is cheap. He would really excel in Serie A. Once again, the board letting the young talent go. What a shame. Gio, yeah, I do agree with you. I mean, he'd do fantastic in Italian football. I don't think it's a case of, like I said, that the club want to let him go. If he wants to go and he wants to play in midfield, because that's what it seems like to me, he doesn't want to play in that right back position. And if he feels that he can get that at Wolves, then I understand why he wants to move and wants to go. I think we should do everything in our power to keep him. I do believe that £20 million is too cheap for a young player like Maitland Niles. If they want him, and we want to let Maitland go, I'd play hardball and go for at least 30, 35 million. You got Chigwell going for 50 million. Come on, or even more than that. I mean, it's ridiculous. So for me, I think we should be aiming for at least 30, 35 million. Personally, let's get some of your comments on this matter. What we got? Steve saying big up. Looking forward to Arsenal Liverpool game on Saturday. Yep, we all are, mate. Boy, that's a huge relief. I got a fight this morning. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. Gio saying what's going on, Terry. Unfortunately, like I just said, Claude had a little bit of a turmoils live on air this morning, but he's okay now. He just had a little bit of a blackout. We're advising him to go to the doctors and just get checked over. It doesn't hurt, so hopefully he will do that tomorrow. And he's just resting up at the moment now. SN says he wants to start in centre midfield. Exactly that. Chaos says, hello, Terry. Hello, mate. Hope you're well. JS says, yes, mate. How are you? Very well, thanks, JS. I hope you're well. Jake says, is this part of the trust the process? Look, like I said, I mean, you know what I'm like. I'm trusting the process at the moment. I'm a big Arteta fan. Jake, I'm not going to change that for nobody. Like I said, I think that Arteta and the board need to do everything in their power to keep him. But once again, why would you want to keep a player that doesn't want to play for you? If he doesn't want to play for us, then let's get as much money as we can. Let's play hardball. I'm fed up of Arsenal being a run-over club. Let's play hardball. The player wants to move. If he wants to move, if that's the case, we sell him for 30, 35 million because he's a young, great prospect. And he's got a lot of years ahead of him. So he's definitely worth much more than 20 million in my eyes. The Iceman says, why are we selling AMN, sell Bellerin instead? Totally agree with you, Iceman. That's what I would do personally. United up. How you doing, mate? He says, hi, Terry. Did you see Lindehoff? A 90-year-old woman got her handbag nicked by the guy on the bike. Lindehoff chased him down and pinned him to the ground until authorities got to him. Maguire, prison guard. Listen, if he's done that and that's true, mate, good luck to him and well done. Because not a lot of people do that nowadays because of, these people, what they've got on them, knives and guns and that. So big up to Lindehoff if he's done that. Archie says Socrates played right back ahead of him in the back four. I don't want to hear he is our best right back. For me, he is, Archie. I know you don't want to hear that, mate, but I personally think he is, and I think he can cement that place. JS said, do you prefer Niles to Bellerin? Yes, I do, mate. I've been saying that for a long time. DJ DQ, hope you're well, mate. He says, morning, tell big up yourself, mate. Mickey says, because Wolves finished above Arsenal. Yeah, they did. They did finish above Arsenal. Like I said, I've got no love for Emery. I don't beat around the bush. I think he was an absolute terrible manager for Arsenal. And I, under his time, his management, I'm not looking at that. That's in the past. I don't care what happened. Unfortunately, we only had half a season with Arteta. Let's see if they finish above us next year. I mean, it's possible they can do, but I think with the players that we're linked to and hopefully getting, we will finish above them. So that's what I mean. I think it's a backward move if Maitland Niles goes there, personally. What else we got? God, that's jumped a lot. Sorry. XFS, how you doing? Not seen you in the chat before. I hope you're well, mate. Welcome aboard. He said 20 million pound plus add-ons is daylight robbery. Let him go. That's closer to party. Listen, even if he does go or he stays, I think, a lot of the rumours that I'm hearing from pretty good sources is that the party deal's already done. So, I never say it's done until you see that player with the shirt, even with Gabriel, even though we more or less know that that's done, but you never know. So let's see. JS says Arsenal will be better than Wolves. I reckon next season they are linked to good players. I think possible top four. Exactly. I can't honestly see why you'd want to go. And that's what I'm saying. That's no disrespect to Wolves whatsoever. Fantastic team, fantastic manager. But are they going to progress further than where they've got? I think that's the peak of where they're going to get, unfortunately. Because it's just the way it is. That is just my opinion. Esh, I don't actually know what Claude's thoughts on this is. If I was to say what I think he would say, and that'd be that we shouldn't be letting Maitland Niles go to anybody. We should try our best to keep him. Archie said, Ainsley's played 15 games, Terry. The value is fair. Listen, look what happened to Gnabry and all these other players that we let go for cheap. And look what they're doing now. They're amazing. They're doing amazing things for these teams. So, Ainsley, he's got the ability to go to Wolves and become a fantastic player there. So why should we let him go for cheap just because he's only played 15 games? The potential under Arteta, what I've seen, which I believed he had before that anyway, is he's been brilliant under Arteta in his last 6 months. So I can't understand it. For me, 30 million at least. 30 million at least. For me, I'll be playing hardball. I'm fed up with playing, to everybody else's tune. MN said, Terry, please send my best wishes, Claude. I will do, mate. Thank you very much for that. James says, please make sure to pass my place and make sure he sees a doctor. I will do, James. Thanks, mate. Jack said, Terry, would you love to come on to talk about you playing us on Sunday? Definitely, Jake. Definitely, mate. Grant, he would get in their midfield. He isn't better than Montinho and Neves. Then Donker get moved into defence because their midfield is strong. Sell Bellerin. Listen, if that's what he really wants to do, and we would get another take on this. Diesel, how are you doing, mate? You all right?
Young Terence, how are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good, mate. You all right? You okay?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good. All good. I couldn't let you do this on your own, so here I am. Hello to everyone.
Excellent. We're just I've explained about Claude, but we're just getting on to the breaking news about Maitland Niles. He's in apparently talks with Wolves for a 4-year deal. What is your take on that, Diesel?
Right. So yeah, I've seen this story. If to be honest, he's our best right back at the club, in my opinion. How we're selling him and keeping Bellerin for me is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
But what I would say as well is, let's be honest, he's been messed around a little bit, and if he does go, I can see why he's going. I can see why he's going. I think if he goes to Wolves, be a great club for him to go to. And if he gets game time, because let's be honest, every time he's played for us, especially recently, he's played well. He's put a shift in, he's done a job, and then his reward for that is to be on the bench. Then you don't see him for 2 or 3 games. Then he comes on again, and it's like, it gets to a point where even he's got to be thinking, what more have I got to do to try and get a bit of a run in the side? He can't, he's a midfielder by trade. He can't get into our midfield. Yet when you look at our midfield, it's not great. We've got a dead midfield, and he can't even get into that. So then you look at it and you think, well, okay, right back, and he's been brilliant at right back. Him and Pepe got a much better understanding than what Pepe and Bellerin have got. And even then, he can't dislodge Bellerin. So if I was him, I'd be thinking, do you know what, sod this, I'm gone. I don't blame him, mate. But if we do sell him, get money for him, get decent dough for him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Don't just obviously, do what the other big clubs do. You want him 30, I'd say, what, 25, 30 million?
Just before I come on to Diesel, come on to what I was talking about, a few people have just joined us. Rowan, hope you're well, mate. A Arsenal 942. Ian Barton, hope you're well, mate. Let us know how you feel today. Hope you're getting better. They're asking about Claude. Unfortunately, Claude had a bit of a turn for the worse while he was doing the transfer update this morning. And he's resting up at the moment. We're advising him to go to the doctors, obviously, just to get the once over, make sure everything's all right. It's obviously probably a bit of stress with everything that's been going on lately too. So I've spoken to him this afternoon. He's just resting up and he's going to make a doctor's appointment. And he said that he wants to send his best wishes to everyone. He said, thank you all for trying to get in contact with him, messaging him. He really appreciates it a lot, and he will be back as soon as possible. That's what he said. So big up, everyone. Thank you very much for all your love and support. Yeah, we really appreciate it. Just getting back to the Maitland Niles, Diesel. For me personally, look, you know my stance on it. I've been saying for ages that I think he should be our permanent right back. I think we should sell Bellerin. Look, if he wants to go because he wants predominantly to play in the midfield, I understand his decision. Right? I understand his decision. He doesn't want to play the right back. He wants to do the midfield. If we can get that first team football elsewhere and be guaranteed that, then I understand that. But right, for me, if he goes to Wolves, like I've said, I think to me that's a backwards move. Wolves are a fantastic club. They've got a great team, fantastic manager, but I truly believe that that's their peak. I don't think they're going to get any further. I think if we get the players that we're linked with under Arteta next year, we'd finish above them. And I think in the future we will be finishing above them. And obviously we'll be going for the Champions League definitely under Arteta and the team that we're going to be building. Look, I've said it for ages. I think he can cement that right back. I think he'd be fantastic at that right back position under Arteta. But if he does want to, if he does want to play in that midfield, then me as a club, if I wanted Maitland Niles to stay, but he doesn't want to, let's get rid of him. If he doesn't want to stay, then there's no point in keeping him. But if he wants to go, then I would be playing hardball and I'll be saying, well, he's only 22. He's a fantastic prospect. I want at least 35, 40 million for him.
Yeah. You know what? To be fair to Arteta and the coaches or whoever, we don't know whether it's a case of they just don't rate him there at right back or whether they want him to go there, but he doesn't want to go there. You know what I'm saying? Every time he's gone there, he's done a job. But I think in the past he has been open about it and said, look, I'm a midfielder. My preference is to play in the middle. Yeah. But then I look at it and I think, but you're at the Arsenal. By rights, you should be playing wherever you're told to play just to get a chance in that 11. Grab it with both hands. If you're told to play in goal, play in goal.
Yeah,
you're at the Arsenal. You're at a big club.
Exactly.
And don't forget, he's been here since he's 14, 15. But saying that, where I do reason with him, is that he couldn't have done any more.
No, exactly.
And obviously his reward for it is to go on the bench, and everyone's got a cut-off point. And for me personally, if he does go to Wolves, from a personal point of view, I think that would be a great move for him because he's joining a club that's ambitious, going the right way. Right, they're well funded. They've got plenty of investment. He'll be under a really good manager, and I could see him slotting into that team. They are going places, Wolves. So I do. Not to say we're not, but I just think, do you know what? I wouldn't have said, if I'm honest, I wouldn't have said that's a backwards move. Personally, I wouldn't. But obviously, time will tell me that. But their trajectory, they're going up.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's not a one-season wonder. Wolves have done it, 2 seasons now, and for me, it looks like they're gonna go even higher. So I think that'd be a great move for him.
Stan Kroenke said, "Get well soon, doing a call." What he did say, Stan, is that if you've got all these players that we're linked to, he'd be on cloud 9. So get your money out your pocket, Stan. Get these players in.
Exactly.
No, thanks a lot, Stan. We appreciate that, mate. We've got Sophie air dry treatment in. She said, "Hope you're all good, guys, and Claude is okay too." Thanks a lot, Sophie. Everyone, go and give Sophie air dry treatment, and Ladies in Red, I think it's called. Show a subscribe on YouTube. Great channel, and she does great things. And also, she's one of our regulars on our Premier League review show, which will be back very, very soon once the season starts. We've got a super chat here from Rory Breaker. He says, "My views on AMN leaving for cheap. If the milk turns out to be sour, I ain't the
So that is a great film. Quality."
Ian says, "Hi, Terry Diesel. I'm slowly improving. Thanks. Get well soon, Claude." Excellent. Great news, Ian. Right, let's move on to the next bit of news we've got, Diesel.
Yeah.
And that is this man, obviously, Gabriel. We've got people tracking his planes.
God.
We have got people on Google Street Maps watching the London Coney, the training centre, to see which players or which people are coming down the road. We've got people which I've seen, they're tracking him on the M25. Where was that one? Somewhere there's a picture of people tracking cars coming down the M25. I mean, come on. This has got to be a foregone conclusion, Diesel. The man has signed for Arsenal. We're just basically waiting for the deal to happen now, yeah?
Do you know what? Right? I can't help but ask the question, right? We're doing all of this, a lot of these fans. And this is a player that 4 or 5 weeks ago, no one had ever heard of. Let's be honest. Yeah, if we're doing all of that for him, imagine if we were buying someone on Messi's caliber. Could you imagine? It'd be even worse. Like, you know, it's an absolute joke. I don't know any other fan base, right, who go to that extreme. I mean, that's proper deep, right? Yeah. It's proper deep, you know, to a point where I couldn't blame him if he saw all this himself and thought, you know what, sod that, sod going there. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. Look, if he signs,
I don't want to give you any false hope, but I have been on the phone and got someone to bug Messi's phone because I know he's unhappy at Barcelona at the moment. So
yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. You know, he might have sisters, cousins, brothers, aunt, man, son who's bought an Arsenal top, and somehow we'll trace it all the way back to Messi. He's like, he likes Arsenal. Someone in his family bought an Arsenal top. That's how bad it is. I mean, tracking planes, trains, automobiles, all that sort of nonsense. I mean, it's a done deal. It's, you know, we know he's coming. For me personally, I won't celebrate anything until I actually see the player in an Arsenal shirt and it's announced. You know, until that happens, obviously, we've been once bitten, twice shy, and all of that business. But yeah, calm down, guys. Calm down. You know, this isn't Messi. It's not Ronaldo. No, it's Gabriel. If it happens, it happens. Great. If not, we'll move on and we'll get another centre off. Do you know what I'm saying? One thing that I will say, if it is true, about he needed some time. I don't know if this is true. This is just what I've read. He needs time to see if he wants to come, or he needs time because he wants to see what's going on at Napoli. Or now that might be nonsense. If that is true, then the way I look at it, you have to think. You need a bit of time to see if you want to join us. I'd rather turn around and say, nah, well, you're not for me then, see ya. And we move on to our next target. If that's true, by the way, I'm just saying, you know, if that's what I've read.
That's what I said the other day, Dee. For me, personally, when you hear a transfer rumour going on, why is there feedback? There's feedback. Can you hear that feedback?
No.
I don't know if it's just me.
That's your Messi bug. Look.
Yeah, sorry, the transfer. When you hear that Man United or Real Madrid or Barcelona, Napoli, any of these teams come in at the last minute, you know what I mean, and they're putting in a bid for him and they're waiting to hear, you know what I mean, the player's going to give it another 48 hours. That to me is when the deal's done. That is when I know it's done, because that is the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard, and it happens every single time we're just about to buy a player. Just as he's about to sign on the dotted line or have a medical the next day, oh, guess what? Man United's coming for him, and now, you know what I mean? It's just the news trying to create.
Oh, it is, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Because they know that the Arsenal fans are the biggest fan base out there.
Yeah, listen, let's have it right. The Arsenal fan base is the most triggered fan base in world football, you know, and there's the media know that, right? They do this every year. What's the other one? Oh, every year Arsenal have only got 30 million to spend. Yeah. Arsenal need to sell, you know, what's 30 million going to get? And let's be honest, every summer, right, we've done away with that myth, because obviously we've always spent more than 30 million, right? Yeah. But yet, no doubt, as soon as the summer comes, the media come out of it again, and like absolute dickheads, we fall for it again.
Yeah,
or the majority of us, you know, we don't. Yeah. You know, a lot of the guys in the chat don't, right? But you know, as a fan base in general, a lot of this fan base do fall for it, because there's that whole thing, you know, you know, you see, you believe what you see in the paper. You know, something comes on Sky Sports, you automatically believe it. You know, oh, if it's on the news, it must be true. If it's in the Sun newspaper, it must be true. No, they have to sell papers. The more controversial the story, the more they're going to sell. It's as simple as that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, you know.
We've got a great comment here, and I love it, Ethan. I love it. I love your positivity. He said, believe in Arteta signing. He is not only going to be one of the best managers in the league, but one of the best in the world in a couple of years. I mean, listen. What a fantastic comment, and I'm glad that there are people out there that will give him a chance. You know, just give him a chance, and I think he can do it, to be honest. Paddy said Arsenal back line sorted for the next 10 years. That's with Gabriel, obviously, Saliba, Tierney, and hopefully we can try and keep Maitland Niles. And it definitely is, mate. You're definitely right. Dugout football, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. He said media are the worst in the UK ever. Samuel says Man United has a bigger fan base than Arsenal Football Club in Premiership history and Football League history on the planet Earth.
That is true. That is true,
Samuel. It's true, mate.
True. That is true.
Chubby G said exactly that. Mate. James says 130 live, 141 at the moment with 46 likes. Let's even it out. Come on, everyone. It takes literally a second to hit that like button. Let's get them up. Next one, Diesel. Is something that Claude was picking up on this morning. And that is, where is it? Arsenal have joined the race to sign Emmanuel Dennis.
Yeah, I've heard this story, and once again, I was like, "Who?" No disrespect, I don't know who he is.
Well, it says here Arsenal have reportedly joined the race to sign Club Brugge striker Emmanuel Dennis, according to reports on Court Offside. The Gunners are apparently amongst a host of suitors, including European clubs Bayern Leverkusen, RB Leipzig, and Inter Milan, whilst Premier League rivals both Everton and Leeds United are reportedly interested in Nigerian services too. What's your take on him then, even though you don't really know about him, mate?
Right, now see, like, that's a classic example, right, of what I'm saying, right? As soon as if we're linked to a player that we've never heard of, and I would imagine that a large majority of this fan base has never heard of him, the minute you retell, oh, so-and-so are linked with him, Real Madrid, Barca, Inter Milan, Juve, or whatever, right? It's all crap. But as soon as people read that, oh my, he must be good. Barcelona want him, you know, and it's not always the case. And that's just a classic example. I'll be honest, I've never heard of him. I know he's a striker, which obviously makes me think, okay, does that mean Lacazette's on his way out? You know, but to be honest, you've got to take it with a pinch of salt, mate, because every summer we're linked to every single man and his dog, aren't we? Let's be honest. In fact, the players we're linked to, whenever we do make a signing, it's normally one that we just don't hear of. So Arsenal do like to throw us off the scent, don't they? And a lot of the time, it can be a smoke screen. But yeah, listen, I've never heard of him, if I'm honest, mate. I've never heard of him. No doubt I'll go on YouTube later and see a little video and think, oh my God, it's amazing, Till. But because that's what we do. But man, do you know of him? Anyone in the chat know of him?
I've not seen it. Well, anything of him, to be honest. But the Dugout Football just said that he gave Real Madrid a few problems last season. So listen, you can't really comment on someone's ability or what they're like if you've never seen them before, to be honest. These also, what I would do is we'll reserve judgment and to see what does happen with this transfer, even if it's true, and then we go from there. If we are proper linked to him, I'll give him a few video watches, and like you said, get my tissues ready.
Exactly. Who does he play for?
It was Club Brugge.
Oh, so it's in the Belgium league, right? Okay. Yeah. No, I've not heard of him. Anyone in the chat who knows of him or has seen him or whatever, feel free to let us know. Do you know what? Right, I will say this as well. So I've seen a couple of comments in the last few minutes about Claude. Obviously, it's generally mean this. It's weird doing this without Claude. Really weird. We wasn't going to do it. Obviously, Claude asked us to. Obviously, you know, so here we are. But yeah, it's not nice without him. So, Claude, I know you're watching at home. Well, you better be. But,
Why are you laying down? Why are you laying down?
yeah, exactly. While you're laying down and you're having a day off, Claude, because you have earned it. Let's be real. No, all joking aside, look, see all the love you get in the chat. That's all for you. Yeah, that's all for you. Massive, great friend, massive heart, lovely guy. Get better soon, mate. And obviously, yeah, we're in touch with him, obviously, daily anyway. But yeah, he's all good. And I think Terry said it earlier on. He just wants to say thank you to everyone for the lovely messages, as per usual, that he gets. And he will be back very soon. All right, so I just wanted to state that. But yeah, other than that, anyone knows anything about Emmanuel Dennis, let us know.
Well, Atul has said, I've seen Emmanuel Dennis. He's quite quick and runs into spaces a lot. Could suit our counter-attacking style.
Okay.
So
he's quick, he runs into spaces, could suit. Then, do you know what, right? You look at it and you think to yourself, is he really any better than Nketiah?
Well, exactly.
I look at that and I just think, well, Balogun, who's a very, very exciting prospect, right? Could he do a better job than Balogun? Yeah, can't we just, you know, promote Balogun? I'd rather that, Tell. I'd rather promote from within. I really would, and invest all your time and effort into these young players we got here, because we've got some right gems in our reserves, or the kids, the under 21s, and when you see with like Gnabry and a few of the others, we've let go and they've gone on to be, to be absolute ballers. We can't afford to do that again.
No.
You know? So, speaking of the big man, here he is.
Yeah, got the legend himself. He's obviously sent a message to everyone. He said, "Thanks, boys," and he'll be back soon. We love and miss you, mate, and looking forward for you being back. And just look at this love. Bradley's put, "We love you, Pops."
Come on, Pops.
The dugout put, "Get well soon, Claude." JS, the Leicester lad, said, "If Claude is watching, hope you're okay, mate." United Up said, "Claude and the band says, you feeling any better, mate?" Georgie's put, "This is sad news for Arsenal." He said, "Breaking news, the great James Maddison signs a new deal at Leicester." That's a great deal for you. Great, another great signing. Chubby G has put, "Claude, you're a fighter." What else we got? Got loads, Claude. Got loads and loads. Rowan saying, "Claude, get well soon, mate. The voice of reason is soil and mist." Iceman, get well soon. Footy Chance, get well soon. Big up Claude, Uncle Bunker. Connor's put, "Miss your godfather." No, love you, Claude. Morteza says, "Get well soon, Claude. Take care." So everyone loves you, mate. Everyone loves you. Samuel saying, "Arsenal can sign Lionel Messi from Barcelona on a 4-year deal." Unbelievable. I told you that bug in the phone would work, Diesel. I told you it would work. And now we've got breaking news.
Do you know what, right? It's the, I'd love to see, let's be honest, obviously, Messi's up there. I'm not even taking into account what happened last week. Messi's still up there, You'll be surprised. There's a lot of fans, he's finished. He couldn't turn it on against Bayern. He's finished. I mean, come on, get in the bin, man. That's one game. But honestly, Tell, the wages, there's only 1 or 2 clubs in the world who could afford him. It's not even so much the transfer fee, it's the salary. It's on about, what, 600-700 grand a week? We're struggling with Ozil at 350. Messi's on more than double that. You know what I'm saying? God,
imagine if Messi sat on the bench for one game. The uproar. We're paying him 600 grand.
Yeah, God, can you imagine? Yeah.
Oh, God.
What a player.
Moe said, guys, we've signed Mari and Cedric today. Yep, we've signed them permanently instead of on loans now. So them to be honest, I thought they already signed. But it was breaking news today that they've actually signed new basically permanent contracts instead of loan contracts. So, you know, let's be honest, we haven't really seen them play yet. So we've got to give them at least a chance to prove themselves. Do you know what I mean? They could be cracking players. We don't know, but let's see. My dad's in the chat. He said, just tuned in. What's up with Claude? Give us a ring after that. Let me know mum's all right. Yeah, Claude had a little bit of a turn this morning live while he was doing a transfer rumor one, and he's resting up now. He's resting up, and hopefully goes to the doctors tomorrow and just gets the once over. But he's sending all his love and all his love out. We've got one bit of news of outgoings, Diesel.
Oh, my ears are pricked up. I'm excited. This is what I'm mostly interested in. Go on.
And this is Rob Holding. Arsenal defender Rob Holding is free to complete a transfer to Leeds, according to reports. The Gunners centre-back is reportedly one of 15 players up for sale at the Emirates, as Arteta targets a huge summer overall. What's your thoughts on that?
Do you know what? There's other players I would it would be more of a priority for me to sell and get rid of. But let's be honest. I mean, you got to take it as it comes. Do you know what I mean? Rob Holding. Some games I've said it before. Some games I've seen him and I think, yeah, he's a player. He can be a player. Yeah. What I like about Rob Holding, I've seen some games where I've seen him mix it. You know, he is quite a physical bloke. You know, he ain't no shrinking violet. You know, he can mix it, and I like that. And there's other games where he's just been shocking. His consistency levels are absolutely appalling. Before he got injured, that he had his best spell. Then obviously he had that long-term injury, and since he's come back, he's not really done it. You know, he's not done it. Now we can't keep saying, "Oh, he's young." You know, he's had enough experience now. You know, we need to get rid of all this sentiment. If Leeds come in with a decent offer, bear in mind he only cost us a couple of million, right? 2 million, I think it was from. Was it Bolton, Blackburn, one of them?
Bolton, I think he come from. Yeah.
Bolton. 2 million. So I mean, obviously we're going to make some decent money on him. We've just got obviously 2 centre backs coming in now. So yeah, get him out. You know, you get a decent free, take it. No more of this sentiment now. No more of this sentiment. I'll give him another season. Let's see how he goes. He's had enough time. So yep, I'm on board with that. I agree.
The only thing I would say about this is that, and I think everyone would agree, to be honest, there's other defenders that we'd like to get rid of first, if you know what I mean. You know, there's a few defenders ahead of him that I'd like to see go out the door. And even if he did stay for one more season, I wouldn't be too downhearted, to be honest. I'd rather the other defenders go. I personally think there is a good player in there, but he needs to be paired up with someone fantastic next to him. That's gonna give him the experience, gonna give him the trust that he can just concentrate on defending. Whereas when you look at his partners next to him, David Luiz, Mustafi, Socrates, I mean, they're not the greatest defenders. Do you know what I mean? So look, if he goes, I won't be upset, to be honest. I won't be upset because I'd rather new players come in. Gabriel looks an absolute baller of a player. Saliba looks fantastic too. You know what I mean? So if we're getting players in, not out, and then we're going to get a couple of other players as backup players, look, you can't argue with that. But me personally, I wouldn't mind him staying for another year, seeing how he would play with one, pairing up with one of them two if the other gets injured or whatever. Because I'd rather Mustafi, Socrates, David Luiz, Mavropanos, few of them other players going first than Rob Holding. Me personally.
Yeah, but I suppose it's the same as buying a player, though, isn't it? Like it's what we said about Willian. You know, because obviously I think we should have. There's priority. You know, there's positions that we obviously like Partey. You know, a DM. You know, that for me is our top priority. right?
Yeah.
But Willian's available now. You know, it's now or never. I take him now or risk losing him. Then I can see why they've done it now, and I think it's the same with selling a player. I mean, let's be honest. It's looking like Socrates is going to go very soon. I think the club's just going to write that off, and obviously, you know, terminate his contract. Obviously, which saves us around about 90 grand a week in terms of wages. I think that will happen. But if Leeds have sort of come in for Holding, then Arsenal aren't going to say, "Oh, well, we've got 3 or 4 players we need to sell first. We'll come back to you later on." Well, do you want to sell him or not? Because we'll take him now. If not, we'll move on to our next. And I suppose it doesn't always work out in the order you want. As and when the offers come in, I suppose you've got to take it, Tel.
Yeah.
You know?
No.
Do you know what I mean? I think that's probably how it is. Don't forget, the season starts in a week or two.
Exactly.
Clubs got to get a move on, didn't they?
Yeah. Best Titan has said, sorry, just before that, Ryan, thank you very much. He said, get well soon, Claude, my bro.
Come on, Ryan.
Best Titan said, Terry would keep Ozil in the basement and tell everyone it's fine. Man's got so much love for Ozil, it's breaking him apart. Look, for me, yeah, I really do like Ozil. I do rate him, but it's time for him to move on. My only thing about this is I can't understand why fans get on Ozil's back when all Arsenal got to do is just say, look, here's your money, off you go. That's all they've got to do. It's as simple and easy as that. Simple. It's just like someone when a company wants to lay you off. They can't just sack you for no reason, but they can lay you off and say, right, here's your money up front, and we give you a little, what do you call it? What do you get when they do that?
Oh, what signing on fee or?
No, I can't think of the word. But basically, what they do is they give, like a bit of compensation or whatever. You know, look, thank you for your services, off you go, sort of thing. That's all Arsenal's got to do. Let's stop getting on Ozil's back. If Ozil wants to stay here, there's nothing that we can do about it. Arsenal can do something about it.
Right. In a way, I'm glad you said that, because now I'm going to unleash. Because you know how much I can't. You know what I think it is, right? This is what I think it is, right, with Ozil. This is why a lot of fans, if you notice, Tel, there's been a complete 360 now with a lot of the Arsenal fans, because a year ago, Ozil couldn't do any wrong. You know, and there's only a few of us who were sort of, banging this drum, know, for, God knows how long. And we were like the minority. I feel like now we're the majority. Reason for that is, right, we go on about Ozil and his PR. He comes out all the time saying he loves this club, right? And I reckon a lot of fans genuinely believe that, right? But now, when he's coming out saying, whether I play or not, I stay, I go when I go, right? I've got 1 year left. I'm staying for that 1 year. That tells us fans that you can't be interested in playing football, because you're not being picked. You're not even making the squad, right? If you still had ambitions in football, right, you go to another club where you're going to play.
Yeah.
Right. So now we know, it is money. It's always been about the money. It's not about the club, Tel. It's not about the club, it's the money. And now that we know that, he's now a mercenary. He is a mercenary.
Yeah.
He wants to play football. We're not going to play here. Go somewhere we're going to play football. It's not about the football, though, is it? It's that.
And it's redundancy money. That's it. That's what you get. So that's all we've got to do. Look, this can all be sorted out. This is what I don't understand. This can all be sorted out.
What's the girl boy said? Your Maxwell money. Go on, sorry.
That's the one. I just can't get it in my brain for a second. But yeah, I mean, this is what I don't understand. We can all keep moaning about Ozil, but if Arsenal really want to get rid of him, get him off their wage bill, just pay him off. Get rid of him.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
74 likes. Let's get it to 100. Hashtag for Claude. Come on, everyone. Hit that like button, please. 165 watching. Thank you very much. I think that's more or less it for the transfer updates at the moment, everyone. We'll give it another sort of 5-10 minutes of questions if you want to get it in. I just want to ask Anthony's question. He said, will there be a member stream tonight? Yes, there will, mate. Unfortunately, as you can imagine, Claude won't be on it, but me and Diesel will be doing it. So any of our members, our YouTube members, please come along 7 p.m. tonight. Have a look in the community section and get your link after this show. I will put it up. That'll be at 7 o'clock. So please come over, all of our members, and you can get on screen with us and have a good chat. We'll have a laugh. What's that, Diesel?
Hello, Grant. Hope you're well, mate. Grant McRoberts. Ozil gets stick because he thinks it's his club and pretends he loves the club, which he doesn't. Yep, totally agree. And Jake, my guy, Diesel, please ask Arteta to play Ozil in the Community Shield. The work rate against our midfield will be a battle. Mate, if he plays in that Community Shield, I'm putting you guys down for a 4-5-0 win. Can't afford passengers, mate, especially at Arsenal.
No, exactly.
You know, 84 likes. As you guys have been saying, come on, let's do it for Claude. Let's do it for Claude. Let's get to 100. 156 watching. There's no excuses. Look.
Oh, sorry, go on, mate.
Sorry, mate. JS, the Leicester lad. 150 views. Ambition. I like that, JS. I like that. He's got a point. Yeah, let's get to 150. Why not? Let's do it for Claude. If we don't get to 150, Claude's watching this. When this stream ends, no doubt he'll give us a ring and he'll give us both a bollocking. So please, we don't want that. Please get to 150 for us, so we can live another day.
If anyone would like to become part of one of our members on YouTube and come on the member stream tonight, go and click on the link in the chat, and there's the link in the on the screen. All you got to do is go and sign up for less than $1.99 a month, which is, you know, take away a Happy Meal a month from McDonald's. You can be a Claude and the Bansters member. And if you want to become a gold member, all you got to do is give up a Big Mac meal a month, and that's $8.99. And then you can come and join us tonight, have a laugh with me and Diesel. I'm just going on to I'm going to get this up and all again. How did I do it?
92 likes, eight likes away. Thank you, guys. Relentless. Brilliant. Thank you.
I just want to big up everyone that's come over and joined the Claude and the Bansters Premier League Fantasy League. We've got Loris Loonies, Mark Lawrence. We've got Darkness Machine, Declan Fallon, Strings, Dean Strinner, Gooner Finest 79, Anthony Herbert, Warney Anthony, Watson Wanderers, Mr. Alex, Urban Ghost, Tony Allen, Card Sticker 23, Sack Preston, Arsenal Terror Gamer, Nuno, Add a Dream, Daniel Griesel, AFDVFC, Samir Shao, Time, Timo to you, George Stevens, London is Blue and White, Connor, Diesel, Diablos is Diesel.
Diesel's Diablos, come on. That's a sick name, isn't it, Joe?
Claudiola FC is Claude. And because I already made my team and I had to go in some other leagues before we made this one, we had to make funny names up. I am called Gunner Smallcock. So there you go. And if anyone wants to join up on our league, I will get the thing up for you now, the code. Where is it?
So what? At a time we've mentioned this code, you'd think we'd know it off by heart.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? Where is it gone? What was the code? I can't bloody find it now. Hold up.
By the way, guys, we actually do know the code. We're just testing you guys because anyone who's watching our stream yesterday should know it. So let us know.
Onto it. I've got so much things going on. Hold up. Let me see how I get into it.
While you're doing that, Tel, a bit of an update on the likes, guys. 101. We have 101 likes. Thank you very much. See, we got there. Dare I say 150, or am I being a bit too greedy now? Let us know. Am I being greedy or ambitious? I don't know. But Claude, we got to 101. I know you're watching. Come on. Best chat room on YouTube, like I keep saying.
Right, I'm going to put it in here now. 721 PWA. That's the code, everyone. You put it on the screen, Diesel, for me, mate.
There you go.
There's the code. 721BWA, and you can join our league. And there will be a cash prize at the end of it. We will sort that out, and a couple of bits of merchandise for the winner. For the winner of the league next year, there will be a cash prize and some merchandise. So everyone get over and get involved. Don't forget, tonight we're doing a member stream. Wednesday we'll be doing a charity night for the Children's Liver Disease Foundation with Stephen Featley on Wednesday night on our channel. So everyone, please come over and help support that great cause. And Friday night, what we got Friday night, Diesel?
Oh, Friday night is the big one, people. Friday night is where we do the only Fools and Horses stream, a stream dedicated to the best thing to ever grace the TV, only Fools and Horses. We're going to be joined by special guests, Chig from Goonery Galai and Chigflix will be joining us, and also Anthony Costa, our good mate Anthony Costa from the boy band Blue, who's also a massive Fools and Horses fan. So yeah, don't miss that. The stream's going to be purely no Arsenal talk or anything like that. It's purely going to be about Fools and Horses, Del Boy, Trigger, Boise, Marley, Mickey Pierce, Jevon, all of those characters. So make sure you tune in and watch. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, be a great one. All right, last 5 minutes before we pack up for tonight, boys, because we've got to get ready for the members show. So get your questions in for the last 5 minutes. What Carter stage said, what time are you guys planning for? What's that for the only Fools and Horses? What time did we say, Diesel? Have we sorted that out?
I think we said 7.
7 o'clock. 7 p.m. it would be. 7 p.m. this Friday. So get your beers in, get your popcorn in, get your idea ready.
Yeah, and do you know what, guys? That is a large part of the reason why we said we do it on a Friday. It's the end of the week. Obviously, a lot of people have finished work. It's Friday evening. It's a good excuse to have a drink and just have a laugh, have a bit of banter. You know, listen, we've just come through a lockdown around all this misery. You know, we need to have a laugh. We need to have a bit, you know, have some jokes, a bit of banter. What better than to talk about Fools and Horses? To any of you guys who are fans, and from what I'm seeing, a lot of you are. JS the Leicester lad, only Fools and Horses. It was a banging show. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Join us.
Bradley just a minute ago. He's Aubameyang's Masters has just joined the league. Aubameyang's Masters. Well done, Brad. Samuel says, do you guys think Guendouzi or Ozil will leave Arsenal this summer? Diesel.
Guendouzi, yes, I think he'll go. I wouldn't accept any less than 30 million for him. I think 30 million minimum would be a good price. But I would put a release clause in that, or a clause of some sort, that we get something out of it, because I do think he, under the right club, the right manager, I do think he'll go on to be a really good player. Ozil, I think he's such a mercenary. I think he'll stay. I have read, I don't know if this is true, that even if Arsenal do approach him and offer to pay him off, by law he can refuse that. I don't know if that's true. But either way, I think he's here to stay till. It's purely for the money. He ain't. For him to have come out and said what he said, I go when I say, for me, that's confidence. That tells me he's got the club bang to rights. So I think he'll be here.
Says, Trini Gooner, good show. He's a Trinidad Gooner. Thank you very much, Chad, for coming back, mate. Good show, guys. Best wishes, Claude. Don't forget, Arsenal fans, Ozil as a contract. Key word here, contract. Be smart about the critique. Laugh out loud. You're right there. You're right. Danny said, got to love a bit of only Fools and Horses. Anthony said, Terry, if my team finishes bottom, no calling me Arteta. Laugh out loud. Carter Stage says, the link, please. It's there again. 721 BWA. JS, the Leicester lad. He said, I've joined. Let's see what name we've got for him.
Nice one, JS.
We got, what's going on here? We've got Dillian Gill, Bruno Fernandez, Jake Spencer. That must be you, JS.
That's gotta be you, Jake. Come on, Jakey, baby.
He's put Blues question mark. Blues question mark. So what's the meaning behind that question mark, JS? Let us know, mate. Is that for us to guess which sort of the Blues are, even though you've got Leicester in your name?
Yeah, can we see each other's teams? Can we do that?
Not yet. Once it starts.
Oh, right, okay.
Once it starts.
Right.
Right. Listen, guys, I think we're going to call it a day because I need to get set up for the member stream. Need to get all the codes and that sent out so everyone can join. I just want to say thank you very much to everyone that's come over and joined us today. Thank you, everyone that's messaged Claude and messaged me and Diesel asking about his health and if he's okay. We really appreciate it. The love that you guys show all the time is unbelievable. And this what drives us to being even better ourselves, making this show even better so we can please you to please us, if you know what I mean. So it's fantastic, all the love we get in it, Diesel.
Oh, it's just, listen, it overwhelms us all the time. I keep on saying it till we've got the best chat room on YouTube. I say it on here all the time. I tweeted it the other day. I genuinely believe it. What I like as well is, I mean, a lot of you guys are the same ones that we've had from 7-8 months ago. You're consistently here, consistently loyal, and we're always seeing new people in the chat room as well, and they come with their love and nice comments as well. When you take into account with Claude the incident today, we've been inundated with messages just wishing him well. I mean, come on, you can't buy that. That's just it's classy. Yeah. It's classy, and that's one thing that we've always tried to. Well, I think we have. Maintain on this show. And the way we obviously conduct ourselves, is just to remain classy. Cream always rises to the top, as they say. So, you guys, you amaze us. Whether it be the likes, or the comments, the member streams, everything. You guys are brilliant, and we love doing this, don't we? We love doing this. And Claude, I know you're watching. Claude loves it too. Loves it too.
He does indeed.
He does
indeed. Unfortunately, he won't be on the member stream tonight. He's going to be resting up on that. But we will be back in about an hour's time. Me and the lovely Diesel. So get over. You know what I mean? Don't miss out on that beautiful face. You know what I mean? So everyone, we'll see you soon. We'll see you in an hour. Thanks a lot.
Cheers, guys. Sammy, love you. It's time to go.
Trust the process.
Wait, no, none of that.
I got that in. Sorry, Claude. Sorry.
None of that.